we are back with Thanks for Cooking. As always, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share, do all those wonderful things. It really helps us in the long run.
All of our new friends that have followed us on Instagram, we love that you're here. Give us a follow, subscribe to our YouTube.
Yeah, make sure. No, you got to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribe on what is it? Well, I guess you like add it on Spotify or Apple iTunes. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just do the thing that makes it come up on your page. Just do that. We really appreciate it. We've had some fantastic interaction this last week. I want to say thank you to the amazing bear loving community that has come out in support of us. I want to make one
support of us,
support of me, especially. I want to make one thing very, very clear though, because Lauren was getting a lot of hate last week.
I really was. I was taking it.
I need everybody to understand that there is nobody in this world who loves me more than this woman. And when we take jabs at each other like that, if you guys are new to listening to us and viewing how we interact, that's how we love each other. We spend all day just ripping each other apart.
Even if it's an appearance joke. Like, nothing is off limits. Absolutely. And nothing is offended. So we're good.
Yeah. No, if you get the chance, if you guys are new here, go back, listen to the first couple episodes, because we do a whole thing on like how we met and our whole story, and it's really fantastic. If you guys listen to that, it will give you a good insight as to how we are as a couple. But I want to thank everybody. It's just been a riot, because literally last Monday I did a mental health Monday about all the negative fat hate comments that I got on some of my weight loss videos. And then I had this entire community of people come out in support of my size. And I mean, I'm still trying to lose weight, but it felt so nice to see that sort of positivity around some of my posts. And it made me feel really good. So I want to thank everybody for that.
You deserve to feel good about yourself now. And even if you're trying to lose weight, like, I always try to support.
Shut up.
No, I'm not just saying that for him. I'm saying that in general. All body sizes should be celebrated.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love that the men love you. I think it's funny.
It's amazing. We'll definitely do a highlight at some point of like my favorite comments, because there were some really good ones in there. You guys are incredible.
The compliments were great.
It's fantastic. Like I said, it makes me feel wonderful.
Calendar coming. I'm making it happen. I think it needs to be a thing. I feel like we would sell some.
Hey, listen, it'd be great for it'd be a good
page booster
type of thing. Yeah, like we could definitely make something out of that.
I love it. But yeah, we're happy you're here.
Yeah. So thanks for joining
Thanks for joining.
Yeah.
So the snow, like, what the?
Yeah. So if you guys are like anywhere on the East Coast, you definitely just got hit by the snowstorm.
I feel like I have friends that are in like Texas, even like going this way on the map, not like California, but like the side. Snow and ice and sleet.
I think John Rogers got some in Texas.
Really? I think I saw a couple friends. But yeah, we got who posted it? Rigatoni's mom, right?
Yeah.
She actually measured it.
She put it up, so it was around 9 inches,
which is what
that we got in our area here, which was crazy. I mean, it literally was snowing all day on Saturday. What day is it today?
Today's Monday.
Yesterday, Sunday.
Sunday, all day.
All day, and it was just insane. I had really high hopes. Because I didn't know what to expect. I wanted to smoke some of those boneless pork ribs that I got. So I have all the equipment for it. I brought the smoker over. It was ready to go. But it did end up snowing. So
we thought it was going to snow overnight, like, and wake up to snow.
Yeah, I figured like it wouldn't be too bad. It would just be cold. I got to like superheat it.
Yeah.
But it was going crazy all day. So we just stayed inside. We cooked. I baked. I made some chocolate chip cookies. Made some cinnamon rolls. I made dinner.
It was such a chill day. I played Super Nintendo on the Switch for about 10 hours. We beat Yoshi's Island. Today we finally finished Donkey Kong 2.
Donkey Kong Country 2.
And we beat, what was the other one that you just did today? That we were
Super
going back
Mario
and forth?
World?
Super Mario World. So we killed it.
Well, and it's interesting, right? So your mom put up a thing that was saying, like, she is very much a homebody, but she was saying how, like, when she's forced to stay in, she feels, like, very trapped. But, like, for us, and I think just because we go all the time, and, like, even when we don't have anywhere to be, like, the roads are clear now. We have nowhere to be tomorrow. We will probably go out for another drive, go get some coffee, go about our day.
Oh, we got to get coffee tomorrow.
We do have to get coffee tomorrow. But because we always do that, I think that, like, being in, we're like, you know what? We didn't, like, TikTok is down right now, so we couldn't edit on CapCut.
Which was like, great. It was like a perfect storm, like, quite literally. Like, yes, this was great. And the kids, like, when we know we got stuck inside, we're kind of like, oh God, this is going to be rough. They got along all day.
It was so nice. They were just like, they were playing like the Roblox together.
Oh my God, it was so nice.
And it really was. And I was so looking forward to this storm in general because, and I think I had said it on here too, is for the first time in my entire career, I wasn't in a position where I knew that I would have to go to work either like during the storm, after the storm, like during the cleanup of the storm. And I was so happy to get snowed in because I had
Yeah,
nowhere to be. None of us had anywhere to be. We had like,
it was
we
great.
didn't have plans on Sunday anyway.
No,
So it was so nice to just sit inside with the
we
family.
already had dinner plans. We had food in the fridge. Like it was such a good day. Like
It was wonderful.
we got the living room most of the day. The kids really did their own thing, which almost never happens, other than like feeding them. I feel like they were on their own.
Yeah,
It
they
was
were
great.
great.
I want to go back real quick to what you said. My mom saying that she gets like stir crazy.
Mm.
You know me. I can't stay home all day. And even though there was nowhere to go yesterday, I went out in the middle of the day to like start like shoveling off the car, mostly because I need that get out, even if it's literally 5 minutes to drive to 7-Eleven, because
Yeah.
I go just like, I don't know, I feel like I got to get out. So that was crazy. And like our lot was just a mess this morning. I had to dig out about like 2 feet behind the car because nobody, I guess we were supposed to park somewhere else so that the plows could come through, but our lot is way too small. There was nowhere to go. And then we live on a row with mostly older people, so no one was out there shoveling so that they could move their car. We were one of the only ones that got out
Yeah.
on our side, I feel like. But we found a nice spot that was already plowed, which is great. Now I don't even want to leave. I'm like, I don't want to lose my spot.
Well, and I think that like everybody who is moving needs to understand that because they have the bulldozer here that's moving, like cleaning lots, like the parking spots as people are going out. So people need to come back and it seems greedy, but park in the clean spots so that way the bulldozer can come back around and clean the
The other
empty
spots.
spots. Because there's just not enough. They're like, oh, park away from the building so we can keep it clean. I'm like, there's not enough lots around here for that to happen.
No, and they definitely like. I'm hoping people will have to go to work tomorrow so that they're forced to either move their cars so that the plow can come through.
Yeah.
Otherwise, our little area is going to be blocked off for a minute because nobody's going to leave.
Yeah.
But
I mean, speaking of going to work, right, and the joy that I felt not having to go because I've worked for a lot of businesses that were very like they just didn't really care about your welfare as a human being in these like when the weather is really bad. Again, this was a snowstorm that people were expecting. There were people on like Friday afternoon businesses that were like, we're not opening
all weekend,
on Sunday.
yeah, they
we're
were
not
like
open all
closed.
weekend. We want everybody to be safe. And okay, maybe that's a little early. I talked to some other local restaurant owners. I said, be prepared to like run some specials and stuff if it doesn't snow, because then you'll be one of the few businesses that is open if it doesn't weather that poorly.
Yeah.
But make the right call at the right time. And I will say this is there were a few businesses that chose to open and then ended up being forced to close because nobody was out. I mean, there was a state of emergency or whatever that it was. So in my opinion, as soon as they say that, you shouldn't be open if you are not an essential business. And at this point for snowstorms, like restaurants are not essential business.
Yeah.
And I mostly see this in these restaurants that are opening up. And I saw a lot of them that were like, well, we're going to open at 10 and we're going to like figure, we're going to play it by ear. And then I think they all ended up closing by like 2 or 3 o'clock.
I think
So
they
like,
realized
not only
like
did you waste people's time going, I just think that it's just a bad decision. And I know that there are some people that were like, hey, we're going to support the businesses that are opened up, but I'm not going to encourage people to go out in this weather and potentially, when I woke up, I said, there's no way that people should be out on that road.
it only got worse. And
Yeah.
and like as it was getting darker, like 4 o'clock, like you said, most people were closing at 3. They probably were like, oh shit, it's still snowing. We should probably just close because it's going to get dark. Like,
And I understand and respect the idea that like for a small business like that, closing for a day can be very detrimental. But like I'm very much like I went out, we went and we got cheesesteaks from Cerruti's, we got dessert from Michaela's. We went and we supported a lot of these small businesses that we knew were going to end up having to close on Sunday. And we're going to go out tomorrow when they're all back open and we're going to do the exact same thing again. I encourage people to do that shopping on either side of this. Allow these business owners to not feel the pressure to have to be open either.
yeah, that's
Let them,
crappy.
they should know that the community stands behind them in these events and then have everybody show up tomorrow. Go order lunch tomorrow. You guys are probably tired of cooking at home anyway.
Would you agree that you're impressed and proud that the majority of the businesses did close?
I am.
I am
I'm
actually
not
surprised.
I'm not surprised at the ones that chose to try to stay open.
Yeah.
I'm surprised by some of them that chose to close.
Me too.
You know, we joke about certain types of restaurant owners, and there was a few that made the call pretty early that I expected to hold on and maybe be one of those businesses that chose to open during the storm.
Yeah.
So, I mean, overall, I think everybody made the right decision. And I think here's the thing is that like if a business owner wants to go in and try to operate it, that's fine. But also like I need small business owners. Like this is sort of my whole I'm gonna get on my soapbox here is if we are always supporting these small businesses, they won't feel that pressure when these moments happen where they have to close for a day.
For sure.
And I can't put that pressure out there enough to the people out in the world of, you have a million small businesses around you. You don't need to go to places like Pizza Hut, Papa John's,
Applebee's.
Domino's, Applebee's, Chili's.
Yeah.
Go to your local restaurants. Find the one that you like and support them rather than giving your money to these big chains because these people are working in the trenches. These people are working not only for themselves but for their team that they put together, and it's so important that we continue to support them. I mean, I don't unless we're like traveling and it's something for the kids or things like that, like the theme park stuff that we do, we always will shop with the small businesses locally in terms of getting our coffee, getting our, I know you like your Dunkin', but I get my coffee from
I
local
really,
businesses.
I
I
mean, you
get
know me.
If I'm out and I get a sandwich, I'm gonna stop at like Silvio's or Cerruti's.
I'm a Dunkin' person because of the drive-through. Like, really, that's it. It's out of
You know
convenience.
what though is I used to be like that for coffee too, but I will happily get out of my car.
I will get out of my car. Me, get her out of the car is a no. You know this.
It's tougher with the kids. It is tougher with the kids,
Especially
but
just for one drink. Like, I'm gonna spend $3 to go through the drive-through and not do the whole "can I have, can I have, can I have." To me, that's worth it. But I do like I really do.
I get that, but also like these small businesses may not be able to afford the type of property that
Oh,
can have a
I don't
drive-through, and
blame
I
them. No,
think that
no.
like I do try to consider that. And
Yeah. I am surprised the amount of places that closed. I was happy, and like we said today, we drove around and the roads were clear.
the roads were clear. I'm
Lots were
amazed,
clear.
and I had made the statement. I think that a lot of it had to do with the fact that because nobody was on the roads, it was a lot easier to get it cleaned efficiently.
Yeah.
The one parking lot that I saw that was still really slushy was Wawa, and I think it's just because people were going to be going in and out of there. They're getting their gas, whatever. Like Wawa is going to stay open. Wawa is open 24/7, 365.
Yeah.
And they will do. I know in terms of talking to people in the company, it's like they're good about making accommodations. They're good in certain situations like this. If you're like, hey, I can't come in, they will give an extra stipend to the people who maybe have to stay or get stuck there. Like they do a lot for their employees.
I feel like it's not bad that they're open. I feel like there should nothing should well what was I going to say, like everything shouldn't be closed, right? Like I get why WoW would be open because there are people working. You have doctors, nurses, police, you
Yeah.
have the plow guys, you have whatever, and I just feel like it is good that that's available. Like
Oh,
you can't
absolutely.
shut the world down because of snow.
Absolutely.
um
No, but I mean, like I've worked for business owners that like I've had to dig my car out of 2 feet of
oh
snow
no,
because I would lose my job if I didn't show up, and I'd show up for the one customer that comes in.
can you believe the pressure we used to put on ourselves over stuff like that though?
Oh yeah.
Because like I remember one time they were like, you have to come in. It was a Friday night, Giuseppe's. I mean, I'm already 30 minutes away and I have to go all the way down Alms House Road from
Oh
Doylestown.
yeah.
And I said no. And she's like, he said you have to come in. And I'm like, oh my God. And like, I would be stressed out, feeling like I have to go in.
Yep.
And I'm sure you were like that too. And God, honestly, now it would be like, get fucked.
Oh yeah. No. I'd be like, oh, I'm sorry, that's not gonna work. Okay, cool. Then
I'm done. We're done here.
we'll take this to the press.
Yeah,
That's
like
fine.
what?
You want to be that person, but I mean, let us know in the comments. Let us know what your opinion is on this because I know people go either way, and I understand, and I deeply respect those people that are driving the plows, your police officers, your firefighters, your EMTs, your nurses, like everybody that are those super essential workers that do have to go to work. I saw a lot of nurses and even like news reporters that were like, we're packed up, we're going to be staying there. We know that we have the potential to be snowed in.
Yep.
Like God bless you guys for doing that stuff
Yeah.
because my lazy ass never could, and I have mad respect for the people that are doing that. But again, I think that's it's essential versus non-essential type of things. We knew the snow was coming. You could have gotten groceries. Like
Opening up for a large pizza sale is not essential for
I don't
anybody.
think so.
No. But this kind of rolls into what we were talking about. Well, does it? I don't know.
We'll make a roll into it. Worst segue ever.
No, you said something.
I said a lot of things.
No, you were talking about judging people.
Oh,
You were talking about judging people for opening or not opening, or like,
sure.
what is the judgment call on that? We've been just talking so much about social media. Obviously, we talk about it all the time because it's what we do. But talking about how social media can have such an impact on how you feel about yourself or feel about things.
Yes.
Whether it's comments, messages, other creators, other stuff that you watch or consume. And oh my God, like how do you stop thinking, what are these people thinking about me? Like how do you turn that off?
Yeah. And I mean, it's funny is I remember, so we'll go back to like the 90s when I was a kid, we were kids, and there was a lot of the talk about the idea of body image bullying and all that kind of stuff because you had all these magazines that were coming out, right? So you're only looking at like a monthly, maybe a weekly, mostly a monthly subscription that is coming out that people are seeing. Now you've got media in front of you constantly. You have all these people doing these things, and that constant level of comparison and feeling certain ways. Like I have every content creator that I have talked to has dealt with this in some way. Um, and it's
And the
tough.
comparison game of
Oh my
like other
gosh.
creators and what they get or what they make or what opportunities they get. It is so difficult to, I mean, we could have 1,000 wins and then we see one thing and we're like, oh, we suck again.
Yeah.
And it's so annoying. I wanted to say, you are not very shy on the internet, right? Like you'll say anything. You're not typically offended by anything.
Yeah.
But I do want to ask you something while I'm thinking of it. You're not very offended by weight comments. Like,
No.
I don't think it bothers you because you always say, like, I know what I am. So,
Right.
like, yes, like, we're offended more in a way of like, oh my God, someone actually saying that out loud. Like, who acts like
Right.
this? Like, you are someone's child. You are a employee somewhere and you're acting like a damn fool.
Yeah.
The only time I've ever seen you get offended by something was the cat video where you were kind of like, can you maybe turn off the comments because of the things people were saying about you?
Yeah. I think that, so it's interesting, right? So if you're not familiar with the cat video,
the cat video was when we were sitting here watching a movie and it was pitch black in here and a cat came into the living room. Our doors were shut. We don't know how the cat got inside.
we don't have a cat.
We don't have a cat. The cat got inside. I started filming because content.
That's great.
And it just like chaos ensued. We finally got the cat. The cat is in a loving home now. Not our home. We did not keep the cat. His reaction was freaking out, as was mine, because what the fuck is a cat doing in our apartment?
Right. So first of all, it's what the fuck is a cat doing in our apartment? Second of all, I don't know if this cat is clean, if it's healthy. Like, I don't know. I don't know if it's dangerous. I've got small children.
It darted behind the couch. We actually like, was it even a cat? Like so many emotions. It was so much.
So there was a lot of like chaos in this video, and a lot of people were commenting on how I was being. Now, it wasn't, I don't know how to describe this, right? So I think that you would agree, and it's one thing that I feel confident about is like, I can handle pressure situations very well.
You are the man of the house.
I can handle emergencies.
Yes.
I know how to deal with these things. I
Yes.
can keep myself together. And for whatever reason, that particular moment, I did not step up to the plate, and I did not like rise to the occasion of this particular situation. And I was embarrassed with myself. It wasn't about the things that people were saying, but like they kept sort of like reiterating it and hitting that home to me of I didn't do the thing that I feel is one few thing that I excel at.
I get that. But I do want to say, I feel like this hits the nail on the head of when you see something online, it is a snippet of reality, right? People were commenting like, oh, he's a pussy. What kind of man is that? You need to find a real husband who would take care of this, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, he takes care of literally everything. So like you see that snippet and they judge you. And this happens all the time.
Well, I mean,
obviously.
everybody judged you last week for what you said to me, that nobody wants to see me in a bikini. Like,
yeah, like they're like, oh, she's insulting him. She's a horrible wife. It is crazy though, because it's like, for me, and you and I do this, I make a judgment. I mean, we all judge people, right? I watch a video, I make a judgment. If I care enough about the topic or like what I'm like viewing, I will look on their page. I will do some sort of research.
Yeah, I think people are like so fast to start typing their comments and whatnot before, and even on the like just on the surface level of when people, prime example, you and I are on this weight loss journey, and when people see the video and they're like, before and even more before, whatever, like dumb comments like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, did you missed like everything else that was there. You missed the fact that you've lost 100 pounds.
Oh, people say keep
like,
going, or, don't stop now. And you're like, wow, like when would I be celebrated enough?
Right.
That's your comment.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit. It just feels never ending sometimes.
It really does. It really does. And it's one of those things. It's not even like it's just sort of like our little PSA of like, think before you would write it. Like would you want your grandmother to know that you were writing these things, that you were leaving these comments to random people?
Would you want your kids to know that that's what you're doing on the internet?
Like if it's not something that, and I know there's always going to be somebody who's gonna defend this one, but if it's not something that you would walk up to a person in real life, look them dead in the eyes, and say to their face, don't type it on the internet, and don't be the asshole who's like, I would absolutely do that
No, you
because
wouldn't.
fuck you.
No,
No,
you
you
wouldn't.
wouldn't. You absolutely wouldn't, because you would be the guy cowering in the corner because you need the confidence to go online and leave these comments.
Yeah.
It truly, like, it's like I said, I said this in my other post too, is like, it doesn't, the words don't bother me. The
Yeah.
words really don't bother me. What bothers me is that I live in a world that people feel comfortable treating other people, random strangers on the internet, like that.
It also like these like I'm not even just like fat comments, just any comments, right? If I'm excited about a video, if I'm proud of our content, if I like something that we're doing and it's met with any negativity, like I understand that like you're allowed to have an opinion, but it does start to like affect me and I'm like, "Oh, maybe they're right." And like you second guess yourself.
Yep.
But like I'm confident in us, in our relationship, in our parenting, and what we choose to share with everybody, which I feel like is a lot. I feel like we put a lot of our life out there. No, you don't know everything, but I feel like we're genuine, we're real. We've made genuine connections with people on the internet, people in real life, small business owners, all these people. And well, I try so hard not to get in my head. It's hard sometimes, but
Yeah.
the good outweighs the bad by a long shot.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, again, I had like 200 plus people that positively commented on my physique over the last week. So, I mean, thank you, because man,
You would call that positive attention, right? Not negative
absolutely.
attention.
No, I think that that's positive attention.
Okay.
My ego fucking loved it.
Yeah, I agree.
Thanks.
I'm happy for you. They're all right. He is very sexy. Um, yeah, I'm just really trying. I'm trying to stop letting internet comments bother me, and trying not to let anyone's opinion of me or us bother me. It's not easy, but I'm trying. I'm trying because I always like, I come back down to reality and I'm like, what actually matters in my soul is how many people are in this family? Four. There's four of us. Four.
That's a big number.
The only thing that matters to me is the four people in my house. I meant three. I'm so confused. Yeah.
You can count on your fingers.
I can. Four.
This many.
That many. It's hard, but we're working on it. We're working on not caring.
2026 is really about surrounding ourselves with people who, I feel like we say this every year.
No, but like uplift the shit out of us because we uplift our people. Right?
Shout out Tara and George at Silvio's. BT Dubs. Okay, if you guys are local to the Bucks County, Montgomery County area,
Silvio's, support them.
Support like all the businesses that I love, but Tara and George, the owners of Silvio's and Hapero, bless their hearts. You know, it's like I can't imagine anybody saying a negative thing about them ever.
How long? When did we meet them? It hasn't been that long. But when you just meet people and you're like instant connection.
It was like October that we met them.
Oh, well, that's it. We've only
it was
known
end of
them
October
for 3 months.
We did the Halloween movie.
Oh, I feel like we're BFFs.
And they're just so nice. They're so supportive of the things that we do, and
so many of the small businesses though. Like I feel like we're so hard on ourselves, and then we received a phone call the other day from a company that watches us on social media.
This is not a company that we have worked with. I have discussed working with them, but I've never worked with them. I've bought their products. I will always shout them out online. But we've never like done a collab or anything. We don't, it's not one of those like, hey, we owe, I owe you something, blah, 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 blah. No, they just loved the things that we do. And they were like, hey, we have this amazing opportunity. And like,
we thought of you guys.
Like like I said, the good moments so far outweigh the bad moments because things like that happen. And I literally looked at Lauren and I was like, yeah, I cried.
Crying.
I'm going to cry right now thinking about it because it was like the nicest gesture that a business thought of us for something so amazing. And truly, I can't wait to share it with you guys when we get there. So like,
stay tuned
for this one because I'm seething with excitement with this opportunity. And I know that other people look at it as something so simple, but like for us, it was just like striking gold.
Yes.
So amazing. So, again, the great outweighs the bad. And
I think that's a good note to end on.
It is.
Listen, we're going to try to keep these a little shorter. We're thinking 30 minutes max just to keep you guys keep you guys intrigued and make it like a quick quick listen on the drive to work. Listen,
Yep.
because we really want you guys here. We love doing this.
Absolutely.
We joke that even if it's no one listening, we love just hanging out and talking.
We will talk. It's
So
a great
like-
it's a great alternative outlet for our social media platforms. But on that note, make sure like give us some likes, some comments. Let us know, what do you want us to talk about. We'll do topical. We'll do anything. Like,
anything.
we will literally do
Nothing
anything.
is off limits.
We generally don't do politics or religion, but we will always have that discussion.
Whatever you want.
Whatever you guys want. You want to know more about us? Let us know. Drop a comment down below. Make sure you guys are following us. Share it with your friends. Again, the more support that we get, the more that we can do with this. I've got a lot of really cool ideas that I want to take this podcast to over this year. You know, we were going to try to bring in some guests. We're going to try to take this on the road a little bit. And we can't do that without your support. So please, please, please.
Thank you guys for being here.
Thank you. Hit all the buttons. Do all the things. Share with your friends. And as always, thanks for cooking.